Hey, did you see the story in the papers this morning? They're saying that the old creepy Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria is set to be revived. Apparently debuting a new animatronic that they're calling Springtrap.
Well, folks, it's officially happening. FNAF 2 is in the works. I mean, it doesn't come as much of a surprise after the first installment scared up an impressive $294.9 million at the worldwide box office, with the film's current domestic total is at a whopping $137.3 million, officially making it the highest grossing movie in Blumhouse history, overtaking the studio's psychological thriller Split. So today, we're bringing you all the latest details on Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now, if you've been keeping up with all the latest FNAF movie news since the first movie came out, you've probably seen mixed reports and info on the second movie. And if Blumhouse is set to serve us another piping hot slice of FNAF goodness. At the start of this year, executive producer at Blumhouse movie Ryan Turek shared an update on the FNAF sequel. Turek kicked off the interview by praising the 2023 film, explaining how that movie made so much money. It was a huge success, and we're grateful for that. Emma, Tammy did such a great job, but we're still waiting for the green light on that. We'll see. When later asked if he knew what Blumhouse had planned for a sequel, and if one was on the cards, Turek was relatively tight-lipped. However, he did add that the lack of a green light for a sequel is just part of the process. Further detailing how he's confident, Jason's got some tricks up his sleeve. Turek is clearly playing a game of cat and mouse with us, right? As it turns out, he's definitely keeping some juicy details under wraps. Shh. I mean, the journey to bring the Five Nights at Freddy's movie to the big screen was a long one, so it's no surprise that a sequel wasn't immediately set in motion. However, to the sheer joy of fans, it appears Blumhouse is cooking up some FNAF goodness. Contrary to Turek's assertions that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 hasn't received the green light yet, a scoop in the latest edition of Production Weekly reveals that the sequel is indeed in the pre-production phase. I mean, did we ever really doubt it? Especially after Scott Cawthon, the mastermind behind the game, hinted at a sequel if the first film hit it big. And let's not forget, Matthew Lillard, who brings the notorious William Afton to life, has inked a 3-picture deal with Blumhouse and Universal.
I just got cast in a movie called Five Nights at Freddy's.
Which congratulations.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's a 3-picture deal with Universal. And
the buzz quickly spread across the social media platform X. FNAF news outlets took to the app by storm to share the news that Blumhouse's upcoming Five Nights at Freddy's 2 featured in the recent issue of Production Weekly. The report confirms the film is in pre-production, despite previous claims from Blumhouse. After digging a bit deeper into that article, we discovered more juicy details. Matthew Lillard and Piper Rubio are said to be locked in for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. This was even confirmed later on X by none other than Christian Stokes, who plays Hank in the first FNAF movie. The article also states that shooting is set to kick off in spring 2024, with rumor mills speculating a fall 2024 release, aiming squarely at Halloween. Which does come as a shock considering how long the first movie took to get out of development hell. And if you don't know, you can check out our history of the FNAF movie over on the channel. And I won't sugarcoat it. The idea of such a rapid turnaround for the sequel does have us sweating a little bit. But here's to hoping they put real thought into the second film. We definitely don't want the FNAF cinematic universe to turn into just another cash-grabbing franchise. However, as with any production, the tides can shift swiftly, so let's not count our chicas before they've hatched. For now, we're treating the Halloween 2024 release date as a tentative plan, seasoned with a pinch of skepticism. But rest assured, we'll keep you in the loop with all the latest FNAF movie updates right here on the channel. We also recently got the scoop that Emma Tammy is coming back to helm the director's chair for the next FNAF movie, and fans are buzzing with excitement. We're so ready to dive deeper into her unique take on the FNAF universe. Sure, the first film had its share of story and character critiques, but Tammy's direction and cinematography were real showstoppers. We can't wait to see what she does next. Recently, Emma Tammy dished out her thoughts on the future of the franchise, especially about exploring other iconic Five Nights locations like Circus Baby Pizza World or the Mega Pizzaplex, home to those glam rock animatronics. Her excitement was palpable as she shared, "I am not closing the door to that at all. I would be so excited to pursue additional films in this world." So, fingers crossed. The current Five Nights at Freddy's movie is jam-packed with Easter eggs for the eagle-eyed fans, laying a solid foundation for future flicks in different locations. Bloom, the main man behind the scenes, also chimed in on this. He said, "Well, I think the right video games make great source material for movies. I mean, you saw that even with the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It's a different genre, but it was an amazingly successful movie. I certainly hope that's the case with Five Nights at Freddy's." And the most recent development came from the star of the FNAF movie, Josh Hutcherson, aka Mike Schmidt. In a recent interview with Variety, Hutcherson dropped some exciting news about the progress on the next chapter. While he's out and about promoting his latest action flick, The Beekeeper, he hinted that the gears are turning pretty smoothly for the Five Nights at Freddy's sequel. He said, "I know they're in the process right now of nailing down the story, and they want to get going as soon as possible," Hutcherson said. "Obviously, the fans are amazing and die hard. For me to be a part of it was so cool and phenomenal. We hoped it would connect with audiences," he continued. "But I don't think that anybody, even on our side of things, expected it to really connect the way that it did. I'm dying to get back on set. Emma Tammy, our director, was fantastic, and it was such a fun world to play in. I'm excited to see what they are doing next." Hutcherson also shared that his Hunger Games co-star Jennifer Lawrence dropped him a line to celebrate Five Nights at Freddy's box office success on the same weekend that her film No Hard Feelings topped the Netflix chart. "Jen texted me when Freddy's came out," Hutcherson said. "She was like, 'My movie's #1 on Netflix and yours is #1 at the box office. Let's go.'" So as we roll into 2024, all eyes are on the lookout for any updates on Five Nights at Freddy's. This franchise, with its rich history in gaming, keeps us on the edge of our seats, always ready to deliver more of those hair-raising stories and dive deeper into the lore we can't get enough of. But until we get those solid confirmations, we're all just sitting here, anticipation cranked up to the max. So, what's on your wish list for Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Spill all your wild theories, thoughts, and ideas in the comments below. And with that, we're wrapping up this video. Remember to hit that subscribe button for your fix of everything FNAF and more. Big thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.